how was it emotionally going through that trial and just seeing every day something comes out and like the audio leaks and everything else like that?
Honestly, I think the worst part about the trial was just like, it was something new every day. So it's like, I'm like, damn, this was my life and I didn't even know half the shit was going on around me, you know? So it's just like, and the shit that I did know is just like, wasn't really spoken on too much. So it's just like, yeah, I was just taking it in. I think I was like, more so, you gotta think about it, because you know I'm gonna go there. The last time I spoke to you, I looked so worn down. I watched that whole interview recently and I'm like, oh my God, why the fuck did I do this interview at this time? Because at that time, it's just like, I was all over the place. I wasn't making the best decisions. I was coming out of something that was just overall abusive, but it was my life. I was like, it was hard for me to detach myself from the situations and what just happened to the point where it was showing. And I just like, I don't regret sitting down and talking to you. It happened. It is what it is. But I regret not giving myself a fucking year to like crawl under a rock and reevaluate myself, or like what that whole year was gonna be for me or for my daughter. I should have given myself time, because I was coming out of something. Besides, overall, I was coming out of something 7 years, and then I was coming out of a whole year of events that happened within fame, money, everything that he accomplished, women, the gang stuff, all of it. So it's just like, I felt when I was speaking to you, I was so desensitized, and I was like, I didn't give myself time to feel any of what I just went through or that trauma or whatever, and I spoke on it too soon.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. I mean, it was a rough time. It was a rough time, and it got rougher as as the months progressed after that, because then the whole world was basically tuned into this trial. When you ultimately saw the people around him get these football numbers, and it really was football numbers. I mean, 20 years here, 15 years there, 25 years there, and so forth. How did you feel? And these were people that you hung around a little bit, during that time.
I think it's sad because at the end of the day, like, these people had families, and like, essentially them doing the things that got them locked up, they did it off his word. So that sucks for them. I feel like, in a way, he says he was manipulated. He definitely manipulated these grown men to make the decisions that they made, knowing that they have families. So I just think the situation overall was just a sad situation for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately everyone played a role in this. I don't feel that anyone was really a victim in this, because these are all grown men. I don't think it was any surprise that, to any of those guys, who were running, involved in a gang, to think that you're going to get this kid who had nothing to do with this lifestyle at all and think that he's going to somehow, stand firm and have the same type of principles that they had. I don't think that was a surprise to anybody. In terms of him getting in over his head, I don't think that's a surprise either. He goes and hooks up with a bunch of guys he's never met before, and suddenly he's involved in this lifestyle that he's not familiar with. And he's given all this. When it comes to the internet, you get rewarded for bad behavior, right? The worse you act out, the more likes you get, the more retweets, the more the blogs pick you up, and so forth. So you put this combination of bad behavior, money, fame, violence, everything else like that together, and you just have this bomb waiting to explode, which ultimately happened.
I just feel like he was given too much too fast. Like, when he did start getting fame, he started getting money, notoriety, status, in a sense, in his head, power. Like, it was just too much.
How did you feel when Shadi got sentenced?
I mean, I felt sad for all of them. Like, at the end of the day, like I said, I felt sad for Crippy. He got shot like 3 times because of Danny. He has a shit bag, It's just like the men, there were very few men that were around us. And I think at least I've been around 3 of them that got sentenced. So it's just like, even the ones I didn't know, I feel sorry for them. I've either heard of them in passing, met them once, and they always made me feel like they had his best interests, like they were going to protect him. So, I mean, it's just a sad situation.
What was the situation over Crippy getting shot?
I think it was the situation at Philippe's, the shooting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, at Philippe Chow's. Oh, so he got shot. Okay, so over that altercation, Crippy got shot 3 times, and now he has a shit bag.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn. So it's just like, everybody got the shit end of the stick regardless. So even if you were there for like seconds, there were people that were getting sentenced, at least that I've only seen him around maybe one time, like Kuda, or a few times like aside from the music, it's just like, I've only had Kuda probably in the house like one time. So I don't know where they were naming different situations, that they did different things on that indictment. I don't care to get into it. That was my mistake last time.